We've delivered over 300 million in top line revenue, over 32 million plus in EBITDA for 2024. So really solid financial performance for a medtech company. And I think we'll continue to kind of prove out that model that we're a successful cash flow positive organization with a patient impact too.
Today, folks, I want to talk about the growth going on behind Biostem Technologies, a company trading on the OTC markets under the ticker BSEM for around a $76 million market cap, is advancing technologies to help treat chronic wounds. We're going to hear from the CEO and dive into this a lot more in depthly. This video is disseminated on behalf of Biostem Technologies. I'm going to leave the full disclaimers in the description. This video is for entertainment purposes only, but diving into this, first and foremost, their mission is to create and deliver the most advanced wound healing technologies in the world with a vision to help pioneer advanced healing solutions and improve our patients' quality of life through an unwavering commitment to innovation. And if we take a look, this is a massive multi-billion-dollar market. In the United States, the advanced wound care market is about $11.3 billion, and the US wound biologics revenue is $8.5 billion. But if we just take a look at the problem, wound healing cascade is a complex process and can fail to proceed through the normal phases of wound healing due to many factors, including persistent inflammation, oxidative stress, and a variety of other reasons. But they have this technology called BioRetain. It's called the Power of Six. With patented 6-step BioRetain process is gentle, minimally invasive, and basically preserves the natural integrity of the amniotic tissue components critical to the inherent wound healing process. So disinfection, the membrane is submerged in basically an effective disinfectant solution with a reduction here. Blood and blood producing components are removed by hand without scraping or scrubbing to preserve membrane structure. Cleaning, a series of washes in clean, low temperature isotonic solution with gentle stirring to remove remaining debris while minimizing tissue and growth factor breakdown. Then they have the dehydration with a slow drying of the membrane using basically physiological temperature preserves tissue structure and natural growth factors, preventing damage from freezing or high temperatures. Then they have placement with precise manual placement of cutting dies, helps ensure the optimal tissue quality for each individual allograft. And then finally, the sterilization with grafts are individually packed and terminally sterilized via an electron beam, avoiding harmful byproducts or basically excessive irradiations associated with other methods. So if we break this down a little bit farther here, I want to dive into it. This proven proprietary, BioRetain technology, which powers their commercial portfolio. The clinical outcomes with BioRetain is basically fewer applications to achieve closure, faster time to wound closure, and cost savings to the healthcare system. And if you take a look, BioRetain optimizes retention of natural tissue properties, demonstrated superiority over their competitors. And if we take a look at the randomized controlled trials that are underway, there are some catalysts coming up with diabetic foot ulcers and venous leg ulcers, and another one for diabetic foot ulcers. And all of these are kind of coming into play with the readout data in Q4 of 2025, Q1 of 2026. So these are a lot of catalysts that we can pay attention to that are going to be coming up very shortly. And if we take a look at the growth in this business and why it's getting so much attention from the revenue standpoint, I mean, just for this first bit of the year, Q1, 72 million in revenue, Q2, 49, locking in gross margins of 99% with EBITDA from 7.8 to $2.5 million for just the beginning half of this year. And again, this is a company with a pretty robust balance sheet. If you take a look as of June 30th, 2025, sitting on about 112 million against 64 million in total current liabilities. The company is in a pretty robust situation and putting a lot of capital into scale right now, as this product seems to be pretty profound. If we just go through the corporate highlights really quick, this is a multi-billion-dollar market opportunity. As mentioned, 11.3 billion US advanced wound care market, proven proprietary BioRetain technology, which optimized retention of the natural amniotic tissue structure and molecule composition, proven superiority over the competition with 55 issued patents and 53 pending, broad product portfolio with 5 placements, derived allograft products treating chronic wounds. And then you got basically strategic sales and marketing agreements, exclusive partners with Venture Medical. Venture is an industry-leading wound care distributor with 150 plus reps nationwide, advanced manufacturing expertise, a scalable 6,100 square foot facility, currently processing 30 40K square centimeters monthly with OEM capabilities for private label marketers, and then transformative financial results as we've discussed. Revenues of up to 301 million, EBITDA of 39 million, cash of 30.8 million as of 6/30/25, as we just kind of reviewed on the balance sheet. But I just want to give you some insight from the man himself, Jason, the CEO of the company, just to kind of round this conversation off.
So that means you're doing the right thing and you're also making money from it.
Yeah, I mean, there's obviously an economic value to it, but I think our organization is very focused on patients first and honoring the gift of donation.
So tell me something, my friend. Like when I look at biotech in general, I get frustrated because I find that a lot of times there's a mission, but it's not necessarily like something's going to work out for investors. So tell me, from the very beginning, you did know that this is going to make a return for your venture capital investors.
Yeah, I think our focus was obviously working for satisfying the end patient need, which is hoping to reduce chronic wounds, and frankly working to demonstrate that there's a significant economic benefit to reducing this wound at say day 1 versus day 90, where the patient ends up getting an amputation and then ultimately costing the Medicare Trust Fund exponentially more money versus treating it upstream, right? And with that, treating it upstream, there is some profit in it for us as an organization to be profitable as well.
Now, on that note, I'll pass the question off to you. I'd love to know what you think about Biostem Technologies in that comment section. Consider subscribing for news and catalysts as it comes down the wire. I'll bring it to you here. But on that, I look forward to catching you in the next one.